Alright, what's up guys? It's Road to Saturday here with another video. And today I made AI predict the 2026 college football season. Like, predict it. We're gonna react to it. We're gonna start with every conference, and then ChatGPT will tell us their college football playoff predictions. I'm gonna see like if they actually know ball, you know. Alright, so starting out with the ACC. So I only did the Power 5, or what's kind of like Power 4 now, Power 4 in Notre Dame. So first off, they predicted Clemson to go 10-2 and 7-1 in the ACC. Come on, ChatGPT. Like, I think Clemson's going 7-5, 8-4. Like, I don't think they're that good. ChatGPT thinks that. Miami 10-2. Their schedule is so easy. They play Notre Dame and that's it. I think they're 11-1. Like, that's not a bad prediction, but I definitely think they're 11-1. SMU 9-3. I totally agree with that. Good job, ChatGPT. Oh my God. Duke 8-4. No, I have them losing. Like, I think they don't even make a bowl game this year. Oh my God. They've been going 6-2 in the ACC. Okay, Louisville 8-4, 5-3 in the ACC. I actually think this will happen. So good job, ChatGPT. Georgia Tech 8-4, 5-3 in conference. I don't think they'll be that good, but that's not a horrible prediction for me. NC State 8-4, 5-3 in the ACC. I think they're gonna be better. I think might be a little bit biased, but I think they're going 10-2. So Florida State 7-5. No, I think Norvell's gone by mid-season. So ChatGPT sucks for that. Virginia Tech 7-5, 4-4 in conference. I think this will happen. So not very good prediction from ChatGPT. North Carolina 7-5, 4-4 in conference. I think they win one game this year. Like, how do you think their team sucks? Okay, Pitt 6-6, 3-5 in conference. I think that happens. Cal 6-6, 3-5 in conference. I think they'll be a little bit worse, but not bad. Virginia 6-6, 3-5 in conference. I think they'll be a little bit better. Wait, where's the picture? Shit, my fault. Oh my God. Maybe I did not take a picture of that one. Alright, sorry guys. Wake Forest, they have them at 5-7. Kind of agree with that. They have Syracuse 4-8, 2-6 in conference. I think they'll be a little bit better. I think they'll be like a 6-6 team. And then they have Boston College 3-9. I totally agree with that. They have Boston College the worst in the conference. Sorry about that, Dilemma guys. All right, Texas. No, here's the Big 12. Texas Tech, and they have Clemson winning the ACC championship. All right, Big 12. Texas Tech 10-2, 7-2 in conference. I could see that. BYU 9-3, 7-2 in conference. I think they'll win 10 games. Arizona State 9-3, 6-3 in conference. They're gonna be a lot worse this year, guys. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but Arizona 8-4, 6-3 conference. I think they do go 8-4, so that's a very good prediction. Kansas State 8-4, 6-3 conference. I also think they go 8-4. Great. ChatGPT ain't bad, guys. TCU 8-4, 5-4 in conference. I don't know about that. Oklahoma State 7-5, 5-4 in conference. I think they're a lot better than that. You know me on Oklahoma State. West Virginia 7-5, 5-4 in conference. I like that a lot. Iowa State 7-5, 4-5 in conference. No, they're gonna be bad this year. This is a rebuild year for them, y'all. UCF 6-6, 4-5 in conference. I think this is perfect. I think Alonzo Barnett's very good quarterback. Kansas 6-6, 4-5 conference. No, I don't even know who their quarterback is this year, y'all. But I don't think it's gonna be a good year. Baylor 6-6, 3-6 in conference. I think they'll go 7-5. I think Lagway could carry them. Colorado 5-7, 3-6 in conference. No, they're gonna be a lot worse. I think they go like 2-10. They have Cincinnati going 5-7, 3-6 in conference. I can see that. Oh my God, y'all. Oh my God, ChatGPT, bro. They have Houston going 4-8, 2-7 conference. I think they're one of the best teams in the Big 12. Oh my God. They have Utah last. I think Utah's the best team in the Big 12. Oh my God. They have the Big 12 champion as Texas Tech. I cannot believe that, y'all. All right, here's the Oh my God, that pisses me off. Georgia, they have them as 11-1, 8-1 in the SEC. I agree with that. Texas, 10-2, 7-2 in conference. I like that. Alabama 10-2, 7-2 in conference. No, I think they win 8 games, 7 or 8 games at most. I think it doesn't matter who they put at quarterback. LSU 9-3. Guys, I know every video I say this. LSU is so overrated this year. I think they're 7-5 or 8-4. So, but they have them as 9-3. Ole Miss 9-3. I think that's spot on. Tennessee 8-4. I think they go 7-5, but I don't hate that. Texas A&M 8-4. I actually like that. Yeah, I think that's good. Florida 8-4. I think they go 6-6. Their schedule's tough. I think they're a good team though. Auburn 7-5. I think they go 5-7 this year. I think they'll be a good team in the next couple of years. I just think the schedule in the SEC is just brutal, you know. Missouri 7-5. I don't think they make a bowl game this year, y'all. Not high on Austin Simmons at all. There's a reason why he lost There's a reason why when he got hurt, Chambliss just took over, you know. Oh my. Oklahoma 7-5. I have Oklahoma winning the national championship. Like, what is ChatGPT doing? Dude. Kentucky 6-6. I like that. South Carolina 6-6. I think they're worse than that. Arkansas 5-7. I don't think they won a single game in the SEC. So, Mississippi State 5-7. I think they could be a good upset team this year. So I do like that. And then Vandy 4-8. They're gonna get killed this year. No more Pavia. I just don't see how they have a freshman quarterback. I just don't see how they do anything good in the SEC this year. And then they have the SEC championship as Georgia. I like Oklahoma, but I don't hate Georgia. They have Notre Dame going 10-2 and making the CFB. The only possible team they lose to is Miami. I don't see how they lose another game. Where is the fucking Big Ten? Alright, so they have, where is the fucking Big Ten? Alright, so guys, ChatGPT messed up the Big Ten rankings, so sorry about that. But we'll just go into those college football playoff. So they have the top 4 seeds as Ohio State, Georgia, Clemson, and Texas Tech. Well, I'm going to tell you here first, Clemson is not making the college football playoff this year, and definitely not winning the ACC. Don't see how Texas Tech wins the Big 12 with Will Hammond. Don't see how Ohio State wins the Big 10 with that brutal schedule. So I don't like any of those. The only one I don't hate is Georgia, but I think Oklahoma's a better team. Then they rounded out with Oregon at 5, Notre Dame at 6, Texas at 7, Alabama at 8, Indiana at 9, Miami at 10, Penn State at 11, and BYU at 12. All right, so we'll go through everyone. Oregon, they're a difficult team this year. I can see how they could be the best team in the country, but also have a down year. They lost both their coordinators, but they bring back Dante. I think they'll be not the 5 seed, but I think they will be a solid team. Notre Dame, I do like. I think they'll be a top 4 seed, y'all. I don't think they lose a single game. Texas at 7, that's spot on with me. Alabama at 8, they are not making the college football playoff this year, y'all. I just don't see how they win more than 9 games. Indiana at 9. I never want to doubt Cignetti, but I don't think they make it. Yeah. Miami at 10. I think they win the ACC, but yeah, I don't get Clemson the fuck out of there. I can't believe they put Clemson to the ACC championship. But Miami at 10, I think they do make the playoff. I think they win the ACC, be the 4 seed. But Penn State at 11, yes. Good job, ChatGPT. Penn State will make the playoff this year, y'all. BYU at 12. Don't hate it. Like Utah more. Like Oklahoma State more, but not crazy. So their first round prediction, they have BYU against Oregon. They like Oregon. They have Penn State at Notre Dame. That would be a great game, y'all. They have Notre Dame winning. Miami at Texas. They have Texas. Indiana at Alabama. They have Alabama. I like the Oregon beating BYU. I like Notre Dame beating Penn State. I like Texas beating Miami, but I think Indiana would destroy Alabama. But not bad. 3 I don't like. Yeah. So I don't hate that, but Indiana would beat Alabama's ass. You know, what happened last year. You know. On to the quarterfinals. They had Oregon against Texas Tech. They had Oregon. Notre Dame against Clemson. They had Notre Dame. Texas against Georgia. They had Georgia. And Alabama versus Ohio State. They had Ohio State. I like the Oregon against Texas Tech. I don't think Texas Tech makes the playoff this year. But I do have Oregon. Notre Dame against Clemson. Notre Dame would destroy Clemson this year. Are they gonna start Vizina this year or like whatever his name is? But like, how is he gonna win the ACC? Texas against Georgia. They have Georgia. I do shade Texas a little bit more than Georgia, but I don't hate it. Then Alabama against Ohio State. I don't like I don't like both these teams this year. I think if they did play, Ohio State would win, but not high on either of those. Semifinal, Oregon against Ohio State, and then Notre Dame against Georgia. God, ChatGPT. Oregon would. I think Oregon's a much better team than Ohio State this year, and I think Georgia would lose to Notre Dame. In the national championship, Ohio State versus Georgia. Ohio State wins the 2026 national championship 31-27. So basically, ChatGPT just picked the favorite. But it was cool to see what they predicted. Sorry about the Big Ten. If for some reason they did not add it. But I'll see y'all in my next video. Subscribe for more content, and I'll see y'all. Peace.